Today is July 8th, 2026. I believe it's a Wednesday. So today we have FOMC meeting minutes at 1 o'clock. That's where we're going to start. And then we're going to open up our charts. Open up them good old charts. This morning, let me go full screen. It was up a little earlier than normal. And this is what I was looking at this morning. I didn't trade it, but I was definitely paying attention to it. I rejected off of this BISI, left this BISI open, and ran higher up to consequent encroachment of this 15-minute SIBI. Again, I didn't trade it, just paid attention. We had an entry here. We had another entry within this fair value gap right here. And now we wick through consequent encroachment. As it sits, I would be looking for longs to get up here to this relative equal high. So I would like to see this high 29,416 and a quarter ran, only because yesterday, all we did yesterday was run lows. So I would like to see it go and take a buy side liquidity. Where's the other chart? Another reason why is on a 15-minute chart, we did not run this sell side liquidity down here, resting at 28,85375. So basically yesterday all we did was ran this low, and we ran this singular low. So again, I would be looking for longs this morning as the market sits. So I'm looking for whatever BISI is needed to get me higher. Make sure I'm not talking to myself. Mic's working. It's pretty clear right there. I want those numbers to show. So yeah, I'm looking for buy side to be ran at 24 or 29,416 and a quarter. Also, depending on how we act in this 15-minute SIBI, we already wicked up into consequent encroachment while staying below it. So we could retrace down into there to go higher. But again, I'm favoring the highs because we have a single high and then we have relative equal highs up here. And I would say that's too clean. And then we got inefficiencies here. And we're leaving BISI's open. So in my eyes and the way I see it, I want to see it go and either fill these inefficiencies up here or take buy side first and then work on filling these, and then eventually working up into here. So this morning, as the market sits, we are looking for longs. But then again, I could be wrong. It could wick into this and we can run for the sell side that we didn't tap into yesterday. So again, as it sits right now, that's what I'm looking for. I might go ahead and just enter along right here. Before it even opens. So we already wicked into this one. Stayed above consequent encroachment. We wicked through it. So I would like to see a candle lay all the way over this 15-minute CB. Like I said, I'm looking for longs compared to where we were at 4 a.m. discount premium. So, and then if we were to drop our fib on a higher time frame in 15-minute, so since we'll be going up, I guess I'll do it on this screen. 15-minute. So we always want to put our fib in the way, the direction of the market. So we've been going up. We're trading in between this high and this low. So if we do retrace, I want to see this left open to run higher. And then we'll see, like I want to see this 15-minute wicked into, this 15-minute wicked into to send price higher to again to go and take these relative equal highs at 29,416 and a quarter. But like I said, we're wicking at consequent encroachment of this 15-minute SIBI. So that's the thing that I'm paying attention to. And then again, have another busy buy side, sell side imbalance that let's see how we treat that one. If I was to go long, 1, 2, 3, my stop loss would have to be down here, but then obviously we have a 1 minute SIBI, so I'd have to account for it and put my stop loss down here. We got about like 20 minutes before we open, or 10 minutes before we open. So like I said, I'm looking for any BISI to get me higher. Then see how we're wicking at the halfway point. But we're also stayed above consequent encroachment. So if we were to go long, I want to see it wick into this bottom one to get us up higher, stay above halfway of this. Then like I said, the higher time frame, 15-minute, we're wicking at consequent encroachment of the 15-minute fair value gap. Oh, whoa, 13-minute, that's weird. That's cool. I'll never use that. And order flow is, it's like primarily bullish because again, we've been going up. So yeah, we're looking for highs up there. So for me, it all depends on how we operate. Do we hit consequent encroachment and then wick higher, or do we come back down and retrace down into this 15-minute? Which, I mean, it would make sense because it's below the 50. So we dropped our fib from this low to this high. This is below the 50, so this is where I would like to enter. Maybe even down here, but I believe that's a stretch. So we'll see how we operate in this 1 minute SIBI. And we're not going to go against a higher time frame order flow. The higher time frame shows us everything. And we're just going to let it work. Let it do what it's going to do. Should I have taken this short? Yeah, I could have. for this long down here, but working on getting the Discord channel up. So we will wait and watch. And then it's, well, what do we do overnight? Well, we had this move down here overnight. That's pretty substantial. I guess I was working into this morning, so we can expect a choppy session this morning. And then, like I said, we have news at 1 p.m. So since we're below the new week opening gap, I would just like to see if we can get up to it and then hit these highs. That's where my buy side is resting right there. Or I guess that's where I mapped it out. And since we went down in the London session, well, do we want to reverse in the New York, or do we want to continue what we were doing in the London? So that's the London high, that's the London low. Like I said, since we ran a bunch of lows yesterday, I would like to see it go and get this London high and maybe even work up into here. Got 1, 2, almost 3 different highs up there. I'm going to take that off. 6 minutes until the opening bell. We got sell side resting down here below now. 1, 2, singular low. Another one there, another one there. Like I said, I like the buy side liquidity. I want to see that ran. And I may be wrong, and that's okay. Dancing all night, you blow my mind. 'Cause you're so fine, what can't you see? And if you look, this was way cleaner than what we're doing right now. It's a whole lot of back and forth. This move from 415 was way cleaner than what we're dealing with right now. It literally ran the buy side liquidity up there and then said time to go, while leaving the SIBI, never retraced back up into it. Got another one here, never retraced back up into it. So I'm looking for a BISI to see if we can get up higher. That's what I would like to see. Not necessarily meaning that's what's going to happen, but that's what I would like to see. Oh, excuse me. Get my stretch on. And the higher time frame is saying bullish. So again, we literally just been going up since about 5:15 this morning. But we have halted and only wicked up into this 15-minute SIBI. So my focus is longs this morning. So I'm gonna, depending on where this closes, I'm gonna take a long. 1, 2, 3. My stop loss would have to be down there. Ow, what the hell? And we're not getting that. So regular trading hours. I should have took it in here. So I want to see if we can get up to this buy side liquidity. Excuse me. So consequent encroachment of this opening range gap is right here. So I would like to see it blow through that. Creeping up on consequent encroachment. And like I said, my goal is 5. If we can tag that, obviously I have to stick to that. We're at consequent encroachment, so I have to pay attention to that as well. Get rid of this fib. Now I would like to see it blow through it. And again, I want to see this buy side liquidity tagged up here. Not saying that's where it's gonna go. That's just what I would like to see. Obviously, one of the things I need to work on as developing trader that I am becoming is literally holding to targets. So, whether we get the 5 or whether we don't, I would love to see it hit this target up here, this buy side liquidity that we have mapped out. So what I don't want to see, got this right here. I don't want to see anything close over. I would like to see it wick into it. So again, we're at consequent encroachment. Take that off. And if we start to close over that, I'll go ahead and close it and take what we've earned already. Because something's better than nothing for sure. Like I said, the order flow is bullish, but we hit consequent encroachment and opening range gap right out the gate. Now we're wicking below. Again, I want to see something close over that first. See how we close this 15-minute SIBI. And what I'm paying attention to is how we're operating at consequent encroachment of the opening range gap. Preferably, I would like to see a green candle lay over that. I don't want to see it wick, or it can wick back in here. I don't want to see it close below it. I want to see it get back up to a premium. Okay. Now it becomes, well, how do we treat this SIBI right here? Do we retrace into it, or do we not touch it and go higher? I would like to see it touch it, wick into it, and continue to run higher. But if we start to close below it, I'll go ahead and close it again and take whatever we got. Looks like we never touched it again. I'll creep it up on the top half of this 15-minute SIBI. Like I said, and then we wick below it. All right. Now it determines, well, okay, we wicked into it. So I would like to see it stay wicked and then continue to go up higher. Technically, if it stays in that wick, that's closed, but a body can still come and lay over it. We're at just about our goal for the day. Like I said, I want to see if we can get up to this buy side. Yesterday, it literally ran to all my sell sides that I have mapped out. So that lets me know that my analysis is right. I just have to work on holding. Like I said, I like how we wicked into it. I don't want to see a body come and lay over it. I don't like how we're below consequent encroachment. And again, if we go down there and wick into it, I'm going to go ahead and yep, I'm going to close that and take what we got. And then we'll watch and wait and see if we can get up there. If we do, we do. If we don't, we don't. Shit, something is better than nothing in my book. The reason why, I closed it is we never got anything to lay back over consequent encroachment of this opening range gap, which is from Tuesday's close, today's open. And looks so far that was a legitimate claw. Let's see, we never threw a body over it, so again, should have held to see if we can get down there. Which is, again, that's fine. That's part of this. Throwing wicks on both sides. 53 seconds into it, and we threw a body over it. We're closing below. Let me get rid of some of this old stuff. A lot to look at. A lot to look at. Could that buy side liquidity still be in play? I believe so. Because 9:30 open is right here. So high, low to high. We wicked. We ran the opening range gap already. And then with us having the news at 1, I would suspect, choppy session. And also considering that we ran pretty substantial and very clean overnight. And let's see if we can get to that buy side liquidity we mapped out. Excuse me. So it's consequent encroachment of the opening range gap on a support price to send it higher. Our down close candle supporting price. Yes, they are. We got one right here. Got one right here. Got one right here. So little premature on my close. But again, that's okay. That's what we're growing into. And then of course we're gonna run to that buy side liquidity we mapped out. So part of the issue is I should have entered down here. Stop loss 1, 1, 2, 3 at the low of the third candle of whatever fair value gap was created. But instead, I rushed and pressed the button in here. Should have definitely been down in here, but again, like I've stated, that's what we're growing into. Definitely should have been down in here. And then, well, why? Well, we're leaving Bissy's open. So as soon as this left and it opened here, I should have entered here. But again, I pressed the button. It was well up here. So my stop loss is down here. Awesome trade. I'll take that. So like I said, that means the analysis was right. I just have to work on holding through the back and forth and holding to target. Like I stated in the other video, that's, to me, that's a bright future, man. That, knowing when, knowing how, knowing why, that's it's pretty bright. And something's better than nothing, for sure. So is it what I wanted? Nah. But is it better than a loss? Yes. Is it better than 1, 2, 3? So stop loss would have to be down here if I was to re-enter that one. So consequent encroachment right here. So relative equal highs here, and then another one up here. One, two. This is the third candle, so at my low, my stop loss would have to be down here. Obviously, you would want to see if you can get down into here for a better entry because you have 1, 2 fair value gaps. You would want to see if you can get to that lower one. So we're at the high of this 15-minute SIBI. Like I said, order flow is bullish. We have closed this 15-minute SIBI right here with 1 minute left in the 15-minute candle. Like I said, I like these highs up here and then working up in there. And then, like I said, if I re-enter, my stop loss would have to be at the low because 1, 2, 3 candles make up a fair value gap. But again, I don't want to miss that entry as well because she's already well above what I would want to do. So what I would like to see is it wick down into this one. Then that would be a better stop placement. 1, 2, 3 be down here versus entering here and have to encompass this. Because that's the one I would like. 15-minute, we're creating a 15-minute busy, so we could even wait to see if we can retrace it down into this one. And looks like we're going to run to target. If anything, we can wait till 10, see if we can catch a silver bullet. Because like I said, I like the longs. I'm looking for anything to get me higher, any kind of busy. Could I have taken this one? Yeah, I could have. But then, like I said, I'd have to encompass this as a stop loss. Really didn't want to afford that. Yeah. So we'll see if we can get that one up there. It's saying longs. It's showing me longs. Sell side delivered. Buy side immediately responds. Staying above halfway. Just maybe a choppy one to run to the buy side liquidity resting up there. So like I said, analysis was right. I don't know if I want to say too late. Yeah, I would say that too late into the trade. Should have been it down here because this is a busy. Sell side was delivered, stayed above halfway, so definitely should have pulled the trigger down here, especially understanding and knowing what I'm already looking for. So should have pulled the trigger down here at 9:29. But once I realized that, she was already gone. And if I must be honest, I think I let my emotions get in the way because it's like, oh snaps, it's running. I better hurry up and press a button. Which again, that's not how we want to operate. That's not how we want to move. Market don't care about my order. It don't care about my stop loss. It don't care about none of that. It's just literally gonna do what it's programmed to do. So we're above consequent encroachment, opening range gap. So we'll see if we can get up there to the 2941600 that we're looking for this morning. Because as of right now, all we did was close this, and now we're wicking up into this right here. But like I said, I wouldn't be opposed to a retracement down into this 15-minute BISI that's forming. To get back up here to these relative equal highs. You got a singular high, and you got 1, 2, 3 relative equal highs. Regular trading hours. So we've closed this gap right here. And we have this gap up in here that we have not been visited to. Nothing's been up there yet. So I wouldn't be opposed to wicking back into this one. I'm going to get rid of this. That was from earlier. We'll go back down to our 1 minute. And then we have to wait for this 15-minute fair value gap to form, however it chooses to form, or wherever and whenever it chooses to form. Back to consequent encroachment of the open range gap. Now does that reject or support price? Down close candle. So far supporting price. Like I said, we didn't get up to this buy side liquidity at 29,416 even. Let's see where this one closes. So we retraced down into that BISI we had mapped out and then left it. While also rejecting off of consequent encroachment and left it as well. Oh man. Let's see how we operate within this 15-minute that we're working on. And I don't want to take anything short because, again, higher we've been literally going up. My higher time frame is telling me bullish, so look for longs. So I don't want to take anything short. I literally don't want to take anything short. But what I am waiting on is to see how this forms. This 15-minute right here. If at all. So literally all I'm waiting on right now. So I want to see how this forms. This little gap in price right here. And ideally, I would like to see it form as a BISI, come back down, and then touch it, and then continue to go higher. Creeping up on 10 o'clock. Like I said, I'm looking for anything to get me higher. We don't want to go against the higher time frame order flow. Like I said, it's saying bullish. It's showing me bullish. That's the majority of the candles that we see are up close candles. So that's why I'm saying bullish longs. Again, to see if we can get up into here. Ultimately up into here. But we'll see. And then with the FOMC meetings at 1, we may not do anything until after that happens. You know, this right here may have been, what we were going to get for today. From this low all the way up in there. I should have traded it. But again, like I said, I was working on the Discord server, trying to get that together. Trying to, build a community of like-minded folks. Like attracts like. So we'll see what happens. See how that works out. I will definitely put the link probably in the description of this video. I'm not quite finished with the Discord, but I think it's good enough. I put a couple of my pre-market analysis for, running down here up into the 15-minute consequent encroachment, which we ran right to. So has some value. Has some value. So we retrace back down into this city again. Like I said, I'm looking for this 15-minute BISI to form that is formulating right now. Let's see how we operate in it. Do we stay in the top half or do we hit consequent encroachment of it? Like, what do we do? Excuse me. Because we did not run this buy-side liquidity. So I'd imagine that this is a retracement to gain more orders to go higher. And then that's the London high up there resting as well. Like I said, I'm not looking for anything short. Nothing short. And since we wicked into this one again, my stop loss would have to be here. One, I guess it had to be down here. But what's stopping me is, say if I was to put my stop loss down here, just leave that there. That is literally almost, it's below consequent encroachment of where this 15-minute is starting to form. It's literally right at it if we were to draw it out right there. So that's why I'm waiting for this 15-minute to form to see what do we do, how do we treat it, all that, excuse me, all that good stuff. I still think this is in play. So I don't want to take anything short. We want to stick to the higher time frame order flow, which is bullish thus far. Caw. Goodness. And then see if we can get up to those. We got an Asian low or Asian high at, what is it? What candle is this? On a 15-minute chart. Got an Asian high right here. New York PM high. And then we got relative equal highs. Buyside liquidity resting there. So yeah, I literally want to see how this 15-minute that's formulated. Oh my goodness, close this, excuse me. Got 10 seconds on the 15-minute chart, and then I'll drop a box on there. 2 seconds. 15-minute busy. I'll stand within this. So 1, 2, 3. It'd have to be a low there. I don't want to take that. Let's see. I would like to see a retracing in here. Retracing in here, take these relative equal lows and go higher. Down close candle support and price. They are close up, close up. So let's see if we can support price right here. Now we're creeping into that, down into that 15-minute busy. Back to consequent encroachment of the open range gap, which is halfway of the opening range gap. So I like the long, so I would like to see it stay, take these lows, and again, give me some kind of busy that'll get me higher, because we're trading in between this low and this high. All right, Let's see what we can gander. Where we going? Where we going? Where we going? It's a higher time order flow. I like, I've been going up. So, like I said, I want to see us wick into this to continue to go higher because you got relative equal highs now right here. You got a high, and then a lower high. Got a high, lower high, and another lower high. And then as well, okay, so yeah, we got to consequent encroachment, or we got to the new week opening gap. So now that we're above it, so we're between two, can expect consolidation. Like I said, I want to see how we operate in this 15-minute. Don't want to go against higher time frame. This is the only down close candle that we have thus far. So, like I said before, ideally I would like to see it wick into here to go higher. Wick through consequent encroachment, wick through consequent encroachment again. So we've been loving the consequent encroachment so far. We've been loving that. We never got to the buy side liquidity that we were looking for, the 29416 even. Got close. The high of this candle is 29399 even. So we're at 10. It's like, okay, well, what do you see? Back into this fair value gap. So 1, 2, 3. Like I said, I don't want to go short. I don't want to go against the higher time frame order flow. Got 8 minutes left in a 15-minute candle. Back to consequent encroachment again. So we're loving that halfway. Like, absolutely loving it. Like, so with me, I would want to go long, but we have this 15-minute BISI down here. So I want to wait until the higher time frame, maybe tags consequent encroachment, and then runs these relative equal highs and continues to go higher. And if we don't get it, we don't get it. Yeah. So waiting to see if we can tag into this little thing right here. Because if we just wick into the top half, then yeah, we'll take another long. And then part of me is like, well, Why would we wick into there? Because on the 1 minute, there's nothing to wick into unless we get to consequent encroachment. Refused again to take these relative equal lows. We're dancing in this 1 minute SIBI at consequent encroachment again. We're above it. You're looking for longs. It's just, and it would make more sense just to wait for your higher time frame to see what we're going to do. So it's a bit of consolidation. Yeah, see, and that's where it's like, nah, bro. Nah. I mean, stop loss would have been 1, 2, because we're playing in this. If I want to go long, 1, 2, 3, right below consequent encroachment of the 15-minute fair value gap. But then again, like I said, there's nothing for it to retrace to in the 15-minute on the 1 minute chart. But then your 15-minute is wide open. So that's where I'm struggling. Because at minimum, what I would like to see it come down here, take these lows right here, wick into it, and continue to go higher. Because again, there's nothing for it to go and take unless it wants to come down here. So we got 4 minutes left in this 15-minute candle. We're below consequent encroachment. Well below consequent encroachment. Or no, I'm sorry, not well below, but right below consequent encroachment of the opening range gap. Let me close that screen. So if we're gonna go higher, I'd like a BISI to get me up there, which we can use this 15-minute, but again, like I want to see what do we do at consequent encroachment. I'm gonna take that off. So we ran relative equal lows. We're creeping up on halfway of this 15-minute BISI. Now we're below it. 2 minutes left in this candle. I'll go back up to my 1 minute. Okay, now we wicked off of it. The only other inefficiency that I see is this right here. So we will see what and how the market responds. Man, I had to regulate. Goodness. So let's see if we can get a BISI to get up higher. I believe my original entry was here. Was right here, so or it was here, either one. So we're right at where I originally entered. Again, I want to see if I can get a BISI to get up here to take these highs. We're above consequent encroachment. And it don't really seem like that's what we're going to get. First presented for value gap was there. So I was looking for longs up into here. But that may not be the case because we got close, but we did not take it. 1 hour. Maybe one of the ones where, you know, you don't get what you see and you may have to flip sides. All right, we're below consequent encroachment of the 15-minute. So now we stay below that. Then I have to rethink my longs. But again, even though, wrong chart. I would say we're still bullish. This is one candle. This is two. So I'm just looking for something on the 1 minute to give me, you know, to pull the trigger. Below consequent encroachment of the opening range gap. And now we're dancing around consequent encroachment of the 15-minute BISI. Like I said, I would like to see it stay above that. But if it stays below it, that lets me know that, hey, you are not on the right side. The only other fair value gap that I see on the 1 minute is this right here. And then that becomes left open. Let's see if we can get immediate response off the 15-minute. See if we can get a BISI. All right. Let's see where this forms. Back to consequent encroachment of the opening range gap. So now we're in between this range. So I want to see if we get wick into this one more time, or at least leave it open. rejecting off of the consequent encroachment. We're leaving Sibbies. And it may be where I need to look at the other side. But my higher time frame order flow, I would say, is still bullish. The only inefficiency I see is this one right here. Rejection off of the 15-minute fair value gap. Still nothing to get me up there that I can see, at least. All I see is this Sibby right here. And that's why I said maybe it's time to start looking at the other side, but my higher time frame is still stating. So that's the only thing I see where we went up. Sell side or buy side was delivered, sell side delivered, stayed below consequent encroachment. But then, like I stated before, 15-minute, there's more green candles than there are down close candles. So that's why I would be still looking for longs. So now I'm just looking for some sort of BISI to get me up there. So we'll see if this stays open right here. So we rejected off of there. We'll see if this one allows us to springboard and go higher. Now looking at the higher time frame, as soon as we reject off of that, I should have been looking for longs, which would have been this one right here. But there's no fair value gap to go long in, so that's why it was like, let's see if we can get that. So minimum retracement into this one. And obviously I have to encompass this. A stop loss, I would almost put it down here. Oh, frick. Got 6 minutes left in a 15-minute candle. Yeah, we are really loving consequent encroachment of the opening range gap today. Like, we are really loving it. Left it, return back to it, back underneath it, left it, return back to it. One, two, three. So like I said, it may be where, we're not going to go there, get up to that high. Because we've tried 1, 2, 3 times. And then 11, I'll probably end a recording. And I'll probably just leave my screen open. I'll do something else for a little bit and then come back. I really want to see if we can get down to that second fair value gap, but may not be the case. It may not be the case. Going back to consequent encroachment of the opening range gap. Almost. One, two, three. Stop loss would have to be down there. Dun, 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 dun. Let's see how we operate in this. Nope. So back to the 15-minute Fissy. I'm not so sure this is something I want to be a part of. Like I said, our higher time frame is telling me longs. But not so sure. And if we don't know, we don't go. I'm not so sure at all. Yep. Not so sure. Back to consequent encroachment of the opening range gap again. Said I like longs. But like I said, I'm not so sure. Busy, buy side delivered, sell side delivered. So I would like to see it stay above consequent encroachment and respond. One, two, three. Tried 3 times to go higher. When we failed. High, got lower, got lower. Back to consequent encroachment. It's 1 hour, 4 hour. Now we're dancing around consequent encroachment again. Glad I took the trade that I did take. Glad that, I closed it when I did. Take that off. Like I said, I'm not sure. Only because we're literally running back to inefficiencies instead of leaving them. So that's why I'm not exactly sure, like, at all. So we'll let it run until about 11, and then from there, I probably won't press another button until after 1 if I choose to, but probably not. So like I said, the higher our time frame is showing higher prices, but with us retracing and returning back into fair value gaps, like here, I would have rather seen it leave to getting to go higher. Wouldn't surprise me if it closes down here and goes back up, closes like, yeah. These are the days previously I would have fucking have lost my ass completely because it's saying, well, long, then short, long, then short, long, then short, when we just want one direction. Like, we just want one direction. And so far, the cleanest move was from this morning, from 7:42 up until this right here, where we closed this. And then look at that. Like, brat, 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 brat. Yeah, and that's where it's like, nah, bruh. Nah. Nah. Like, no, not at all. Like, you look at that scrunched up, it don't look nice at all. I said this was the nicest one this morning. It was clear to go up into here to close this, and that's literally all we did. Never got to the buy side liquidity. So, I mean, I guess recognizing that, I may go ahead and just end this recording and just going about my day, because it ain't been really doing anything. 1, 2, 3 hasn't really got me an entry to see if we can get up to this buy side liquidity. I mean, I guess we could have took this one, but 1, 2, 3 stop loss down here. It's fair to say that I am not equipped for days like this. And at least I'm honest with myself. And I'd rather preserve my mental capital than trying to fight for something that ain't really moving either way. We're back to consequent encroachment of the opening range gap. So again, we literally opened, left it, returned, left it a little bit, went below it, returned to it, went above it a little bit, and now we're dancing around it. But then their higher time frame is saying 1, 2, 3, we close lower. Shift in the market with this one, but it's still, there's not, like, I would like to see more than one down close candle to be like, okay, well, time to go for shorts. And that's not what we're getting. We're just literally getting a bunch of wicks. And not to mention, we have wicked into this 15-minute BISI below. And we've been stayed above consequent encroachment. So that's why I would be looking for longs. But the 1 minute is just back and forth. Like literally back and forth. And so you scrunch that up. That don't look good. So here's the one trade that we did take. Like I said, I'm pretty sure our entry was in here somewhere. I should have pressed the button down in this to close this, which again, shoulda, coulda, woulda, and it's okay. We took something out. That's all that matters. We didn't give anything back. So yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna stick around for another 20 or so odd minutes. Really think I'm gonna read a book and take a nap. And then I guess continue to work on this Discord that I'm trying to put together. But we'll see. And let's see if we can get back up to consequent encroachment of the open range gap. So that's consolidation. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. After consolidation, what do you want to see? Expansion. So even if I was long off of this fair value gap, I would have been stopped out down here. So it's just like, nah, bruh. No, no, no. We don't go if we don't know. Start singing. This ain't nothing clear that I can see, at least. And for what I'm looking for, there's nothing clear. See if I can hold out for another 20 minutes. But I think I've been recording for hour 30. You know what? Yeah, no. I don't want to make this any longer than it needs to be. So like I said, I don't see anything. Just the fact that we're back to consequent encroachment of the opening range gap. Want to see it leave it. higher or lower. If I had to choose a side, as it sits, I would say higher prices to run this buy side liquidity up here. But then again, we've closed this SIBI right here. And we have also closed this 15-minute SIBI right here. So yeah, I don't know. And I'm okay to admit that. The only inefficiency below is this right here. And if we go there, then obviously I would be looking for something down here. But like I said on that, I don't think I'm going to stick around to wait and watch and see. Got a SIBI here. We're below. We wicked at consequent encroachment. So almost think of that. I'm almost thinking of that as a resistance. But like I said, the way we've been trading around it, I don't even want to touch it because it's literally up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. So we just literally been dancing around consequent encroachment. If this is a true consolidation, after consolidation, I would suspect an expansion. An expansion means literally for higher prices. So yeah, I don't know if I want to sit around for 20 more minutes. Oh, frick. Yeah, days like this. Blah. But I mean, it's information, it's experience, it's things I can put in my journal. Let's see. So we got news at 1. So one thing I could journal is before news. Today's market was very, very back and forth. We love the consequent encroachment of the open range gap, and it didn't really give much of entries to either side. Although the 15-minute chart, again, is showing me, as I see it, higher prices, especially considering we're dancing in this, but we really haven't got anything. So wicking, just we got wicks both sides. But we're running for all the stops. If I would have put a trade in, I would have been stopped out multiple times. So yeah. That being said, man, I'm about to go ahead and end this. Probably gonna go take me a nap, work on this Discord. I'll get this finished. I'll put the link, the invite link into the comments, into the bio, all that good stuff. Liking tracks looking for like-minded folks that either are going through this or shit, even somebody that's willing to hop in and and say, hey, this is what you're doing, this is what you need to pay attention to. Yeah, all that good stuff. But like I said, on that note, I'm about to go ahead and close this. I love you guys. Appreciate your time. Appreciate your energy. Love your mama. Love your daddy. Love your sister. Love your brother. Love your neighbor how you want to be loved. Keep them accounts safe. No need to rush to get anywhere. What does ICT say? He said, you move slow to make money. You move fast to preserve it. And I'm trying to make some money. So we're going to move slow like a turtle. But yeah, love you guys. Be easy. Peace.